Hello, YouTubers, stock Twitters, Twitter followers. This is Bagadon at Stock Market Caddy, and today is December 3rd. December 3rd. We're getting closer and closer to the contract roll. It's about midday. We hope you're having a good day. We wanted to give you a view. Um, as you can see, we have the swing machine intraday, set up intraday, and it's monitoring. It can monitor anything, but it's primarily monitoring the four indices. We decided to stay focused on the four indices much of this week. Down below on this screen, you see something that we call our trade manager, and you can see the symbol. The interval tells us what type of chart it's running on. These are strategies. What's the difference between a strategy and an indicator? An indicator is something that you might place on a chart. It might even be an economic indicator. It is something that is up for interpretation about what the market may or may not do. That's basically what it is. Kind of like they also call it a study. A strategy, a strategy is a hard-boiled strategy. It has an entry and it has an exit. Sometimes it has multiple entries and many times it has multiple exits. So we're running and been running much of this week the four markets on one of our newest strategies called SMC Kick Point. So you see how the strategy is positioned, right? Either long or short. It tells you how many contracts. It tells you the strategy fill time, the time the order actually was placed. And this is on a tick chart, so it's right down to the second, right? Right down to the second level. Can't get much more precise than that. And then it gives you the strategy price, and it tells you what the strategy PL is. The positions that are up top, for the most part, match exactly what that kick point strategy is doing, because that's what we're focused on this week, and that is what we're running. And so, for instance, the YM20, the very first one there, shows the strategy profit and loss at 7:15, and we're at 7:15. So the machine automatically put in the trade long on the YM at 7:47:59 a.m. at 29,891, and that is precisely, you can tell just by the balances where they match, that is precisely the fill that we got. Now sometimes we might get a slippage of a tick or two, and it can be either way. So if you're seeing like, how come the RTY in the strategy is showing $900 and Don's only got $890 up there? So I had a $10 slippage to the downside. The slippage for us pretty much works out. Sometimes we get a better fill than what the strategy thinks. The big thing that I wanted to share with everybody, I just assume that everyone understands this, but I'm not sure that you do. We have multiple screens. I don't have, 10 or 12 screens, though. We're not, doing that. I have a total of four screens. And my wife Susan, I think operates. I think she's like at three screens. But we watch primarily, the swing machine is in the middle of, and we just went down. How do you like that? Okay, so do you see all those things block out like that? We just lost power. So we're going to keep, okay, and we're right back up again. Weird, huh? That's kind of like flying a plane and all of a sudden an engine stalls out. It grabs your attention. I don't want to see that happen again. And that's why you don't want to leave your computers too long, on autopilot. You want to have maybe a co-pilot to guide the plane. But we're not staring at the same market every day on the exact same chart, looking at exactly the same indicator and trying to discern, we just we just reversed course on the NQ. In trying to manually pick off a trade. I mean, we might do that on occasion, but we're not doing that day in and day out. That, is an e-ticket to crazy town. So we try to follow the swing machine, and then we may have we may have three, four, five strategies running on the same market on the NQ. And we're monitoring the trade manager. And if the trade manager says, hey, on this particular strategy, we are now going long or whatever it is, and it's consistent with what we like to see on the radar or the swing machine, we'll go ahead and take that trade. So I guess what I'm saying is that using technology, and we're just getting another data interruption there. See that, Fix? I don't know what that's about. But, yep, there we go. We're going down. Now, I don't know if that's a data feed or if that's my high speed. So I'm going to bring this video to a close because I got to attend to business. But the point is, using technology for us is where it's at. So we're not about, drawing trend lines and doing a whole lot of interpretation. Now, getting your trading from, watching a screen and chasing this indicator and that indicator and getting fully automated, that may sound pretty easy, but it isn't. Psychologically, you've got to really prepare and you've got to really, really practice in much the same way that a pilot might have to practice when he's flying instruments. But if that interests you, that approach, and that's where you want your trading to go, we're here to help you get to that point. We can show you the way, but it is up to you to apply yourself and apply your time and apply all your focus to getting that job done. And in large part, we think that's the big difference between somebody trading haphazardly and somebody trading for a living. So putting technology to work, I guess, is the title of this video. My phone number is 813-758-8263. Thanks, everybody.